Welcome to South Asian Insider Opinion and News Analysis, exclusively on Josh India Web TV. I am Shishmita Ghosh here to analyze the critical situation in Sri Lanka when the president ran away from the country. The crisis in Sri Lanka deepens as the top brass of the island country are gradually trying to brush off their duty to the nation. The Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa ran away from the country to Maldives. On the other hand, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has also offered to resign. The country is in complete disarray with no apparent solution soon. Even though President Rajapaksa has agreed to step down under pressure, Sri Lanka's Parliamentary Speaker Mahinda Yappa Abeyewardena is yet to receive the President's resignation letter. According to Sri Lankan Constitution, if the President steps down, the Prime Minister would be the acting President. The President promises to resign on 13th of July, which will prompt a presidential election in the Parliament on 20th of July. The rising prices of various items, insistent power blackouts, and the absence of basic necessities has led the mass to the street. It has resulted in spontaneous clashes with the government forces and riots throughout the island nation. The protest against the economic crisis went to such levels that the protesters stormed the president's official residence and set fire to the prime minister's home in Colombo. There have been several reasons behind the all-out crisis in every sector in Sri Lanka, which began as an easily manageable economic crisis. Gradually, the production of tradable goods and services came down to inadequate levels. Consequently, the national expenditure grew up to become more than the national income. It all began when the Rajapaksa government came to power in 2019 and allowed deep tax cuts. The economic crisis that followed has crippled Sri Lanka completely, with the rate of inflation touching 54.6%, which can go up to 70% even. With the request of the opposition and the economic pundits, the government did not want to come to a table with IMF for a bailout. They hoped that tourism industry will revive. However, that plan too failed miserably, and now even an IMF rescue plan seems to be out of immediate picture. Even though India has extended support with a reported $3.5 billion in aids, yet that was not enough though. The Sri Lankan opposition parties are trying to install a new government or field a new presidential candidate of their own in the midst of the turmoil. It is quite clear that the ongoing protests that the support of the mass has moved away from the present government. Until someone sits in Sri Lanka's presidential throne and rules with a steady hand, uncertainty will loom over the financial and political future of the country. Thank you for watching our show. We'll look ahead to your comments. Please email if you want to share a news with us. Keep watching Josh India Web TV on YouTube.